Hello, little ones. All right, it's time to clean the brooder. You got to do that regularly anyway, but it's supposed to get cold again tonight. We're supposed to get down into the mid 30s, and then tomorrow night, the low 30s. But I just figure it's as good a time as any to clean it up, so when they sort of, snuzzle down into the shavings, snuzzle, like a Dr. Seuss word. Snuzzle. They're snuzzling down in. But they'll have nice clean shavings to do that with. So that's what I'm going to do. They're getting kind of big. It's almost time to put them out on pasture. They go on the chicken tractor. Here's the little ones. They were tiny before, but they're starting to get bigger now too. So we'll clean out their two areas here. I got some fresh shavings on the other side there. We'll drop those in, give them fresh water, feed, and they'll be ready to go. Dustpan, nice sturdy one, really good for cleaning out a brooder. Only 6 of them, so it needs to be done a lot less frequently than when I'm doing broilers, and I'll have 30 of them in here at a time. Of course, if it was broilers, they'd already be on grass. Actually, let's think about that. Actually, if they were broilers, they'd be coming up on harvest. Yeah. For the Cornish cross ones. Because they only spend about 3 weeks in the brooder. And then they spend their last 5 weeks out on pasture, just getting huge. But these are black Australorps. They grow a lot slower. Breathe easy, guys. They're going to immediately kick all these shavings into their feed and their water, so I'll have to check on them this afternoon because that's just how they roll. I need to dump this, and because it's got so much feed in it, because they kick it everywhere, it's a waste to just throw it. So what I do is I take it and I dump it into the pen with the big girls, and they'll kick through it. They'll find all the feed, and then they just sort of churn the chips into the ground, and eventually you'd never know it was there. You guys need to finish this. I'll give you some more. See, fresh shavings. These girls are huddled in the corner, but they'll figure it out. Just like their big siblings were huddled in the corner, which is why it's open like that, but they figured it out, so. I just took another feeder, put half of it in grit, which is the red stuff, and half of it in oyster shell. I mean, they're not having any trouble with their eggs, but you know, since I'm putting it out there, I might as well give them a little something. Big girl's still passing out a little discipline to the little ones for getting in their way. They're doing good. They're doing good. And over here for the Australorps. They're a little less interested in the shavings, but they tend to do what Sauron tells them to do. And boy, he's just a big, beautiful rooster. And for them, I actually found a cat food dish. So the left side has the grit, and the right side has oyster shell. So a selection, if you will. So do we think the waterers are frozen this morning? Let's find out. Heat lamps did great. It's 60 degrees inside the brooder, so all the babies are fine. Let's see what else we got. This looks so much like it snowed out there. But over here where the sun has reached, you can see all the frost is gone. Yep, that's frozen solid. Oh. Get some warm water on that. You got a bucket of warm water, pour it on here, loosen up the ice, plus it gives them a little something to sip on while it's thawing. And I poured some in the bucket. The bucket itself wasn't, it just had a thin sheet of ice on it, but I poured it in there, it gets that water a little warmer. You'll start thawing it better from that end. But as the sun's coming over the trees there, this whole area will start to thaw out very quickly. Not my boot. Listen, lady, my boot is not food. As the sun comes out, the grass thaws off really quickly, except in the shadow of the trees. You can see that. That's cool. I've been back out in the scrap pile, and my objective here is to build a rig that will let me stretch my field fence when I put it in. And basically what that's going to be is 2 pieces of board with 1/2-inch holes drilled through them with some hardware. And what I'll do is when the time comes, I'll just put it on either side of the fence, close it to basically sandwich the fence in there, and then just crank down those screws, make everything tight, and then I'll just pull that tight. Use that as a way to pull the fence tight using yeah. So I'm going to see if I can just finish putting this together. $0 for the scrap, which still has some old nails and screws that I couldn't get out, and $6 for the hardware. And that's going to be my fence puller. Sweet.